Hi, Onshapers. Let's design this plate in Onshape using various advanced skills. Let's begin a sketch. Before we begin a sketch, I want us to use units as inches. An inch. You can use 0.12 length display decimals. I need a sketch on top plane. Use a center point rectangle, or you can press R shortcut. You can press P to hide sketch planes. You can press D or select dimension. We need 6 by 3. 6 by 3. Then let's put two lines here. Make it vertical. You can press V. Same case to another line here that is horizontal. You can, I want these two to be for construction. Press Q. Okay. Next step, we need to use a row. I want to put a row here. A conic. Sorry, I meant a conic. Select conic, one point and another point on line. This is the virtue edge of the conic. I need this virtue edge of the conic to be coincident to this point. Therefore, select the point and this point, press I for coincident. Then dimension from this point to this point will be 0.75. Same case applies this side. Okay. Then row to be 0.5. I need now this point, this row to be on this side. The reason why we had these lines here. Therefore, select mirror plane. This is my line and my conic. Again, escape, mirror, this line, this conic, and this conic. Okay. Next step, we can trim edges. Therefore, you select trim all these edges. You can see once I trim, it becomes undefined because when you dimension 6 and 3, do not select a line, select the point. Okay, so because once you trim, the dimension disappears. Deleted dimension from point to point. That's a very important tip to keep in your mind when dimensioning. If you know you might trim something, use point, because whenever you trim, the points remain. Let's see now what happens when I trim. You can see the point doesn't get trimmed, it remains. Therefore, whenever you sketch something, use endpoints to define the dimension. Next step, I need to offset a plane. I need now, once select sketch, I need a plane, top plane, to offset downwards by 0.5, because I want to define, can see the surfaces downward. And I need now make it a habit of renaming your features. For example, this one to be my bottom profile plane. This one is I'm pressing Shift N to rename top profile. Okay, then I need to sketch on the bottom profile so that we can be able on the bottom plane and create a bottom profile. Therefore, select the bottom profile plane and new sketch. Then next I need to offset everything. Therefore, less n for normal. For you to select all these lines, you can select one by one to offset, or we can create a selection set. Right click, select, create selection. I want to select edges that are tangent connected. Still, you can use a loop. Loop selects everything. Let me use tangent connected. Still selects everything. This one is a loop. At the same time, they are tangent connected. But if you select this one, this line is not tangent connected. It selects only one line. Therefore, add selection. I want to offset. Press O for offset. I want to select this arrow to offset inside and use a value of 0.125. You can rename using this and select bottom profile like that. You can now select isometric by shift 7. Then I need to loft. I want to loft these two. You can see this is the profile we have created, the bottom one, and I want to loft using the top profile. Therefore, select loft. I want to select a solid and select new. You select the profiles you want to loft. I want to select top and bottom. The order doesn't matter. Still, I can interchange here from bottom to done. Still, nothing happens from bottom to like that, top to bottom. The order doesn't matter. Start profile condition. For now, we can use none because we don't have any existing surface or a body to be tangent to or normal to. For now, use none. What happens when I select tangent to profile? Nothing happens because this we are just lofting two profiles. Next step, we need to create a bevel detail. Okay, therefore I need a, a sketch on the front plane. You go to front plane, you sketch N for normal, then sketch two horizontal construction lines on this edge and make sure we pierce the end point of each line to the edge of the part. Therefore, you select a line, you press Q, L for line. You can always press Shift Enter to repeat your previous command. Q for construction. Therefore, you select pierce edge to this line, this point. The best is go isometric because I want to pierce this to this. Same case applies this to this. Then N to go back normal. Okay. Then I need to sketch a row, a conic here. Therefore, I select my conic, my first point, my second point, and this is my end point. For now, use any point like that. Then I need another conic from this side, like that. Yeah. I want this this point and this line to be coincident. Then I want this point and this line to be coincident. First conic, second conic tangent. I'm pressing T. You can see the T for tangent. Parallel, press B. Make use of keyboard shortcuts most of time. I want to use a row of 0.375 and 0.625. Okay, then I need to fully define this point. Therefore, from this point to this point, only use 0.375. Then from this point to this point, only use 0.1. Same case applies from this point. This is my end point for the conic. Okay, let's first for delete this tangent here. Delete it first. The first dimension from this point to this point, 0.125. Okay, lastly, I need now to define tangency of these two like that. Now it is fully defined. Okay, next I need to intersect. I want to intersect this face with my with my with my plane. Therefore, I want to I want to get a line here. I can still sketch a line, but I can use intersection. Therefore, select intersect using this. What happens is, as you can see, the front plane is passing at the middle of my part at this point here. If you select intersect, let me illustrate using I'll illustrate that concept using another plane. But now first select intersect at this face here. Let me use a right plane and sketch to illustrate what we mean by intersect. As you can see now, my right plane is cutting through the part. If you press Shift X and I want to use this plane here, right? You can see now this plane, it is cutting at this point. This one is a section view. If I want to extract these edges, you use intersect. Therefore, whenever you select intersect, this face, you can see, you can be able to extract those edges like that. If you hide this part, that face is extracted. That's how you use intersect. Okay, therefore let me proceed. The next step, I want to sweep this sketch using one of our edges. Therefore, select sweep. I want to use my previous sketch. I'm using a solid, the surface, previous sketch. Okay, and I want to add, not new, and I'm using a sweep. You add sweep path. I want to use this path. You can select one by one, or you can use the method I illustrated, whereby you right click, select grid selection, edges. You can use loop or tangent. Let me use tangent. To select everything, add selection, you can close and say okay. Now we have now formed this material. Next step, we need to shell this. Select shell this face and use 0.025. Okay, Yeah, yes, it was taking some time. You can see now you have defined, designed similar. You can assign appearance, just like click on the part here. Path 4, you can rename, Shift N, maybe plastic plate. Then you can right click, edit appearance, on use this. Yeah, that's how you can be able to design such a part in Onshape using, I was using Conic. Stay tuned for more videos.